So the fact that they are able to touch and move around and engage with one another is a positive for me and for my child. I like the classroom setting, which is it's 4 classrooms within what I'm going to call a pod. Now, that's not the first time that I've seen that, but I do like that concept. I like the fact that the teachers are able to collaborate. I like the fact that the children are able to interact with other children in their classroom.
One of the things that I've noticed with Hampton and why they're getting it right with the issues is just hearing the vernacular of my second grader and my kindergartner, and understanding what's important in the working world today. And I hear terms from my 6-year-old like teamwork, collaboration, brainstorming, trying to work through problems as a group. And I hear that and I think about how I use that in my life right now to apply to my job. And I find that extremely impressive that they're teaching that here at this 21st century school, because I think that is a foundation that is so important for our kids to be able to apply as an adult.
I was very skeptical. I would say I would consider myself a little bit of a traditionalist when it comes to education programs. When it comes to what I'm looking for, first and foremost, is character building. And it's teachers that model the types of behavior that I want in my children, that my wife and I try to instill in our home. Number 2 is the fundamentals, and that's where I go back to that traditionalist piece. I believe that our children need to have a firm understanding of math, of science, of reading and writing, basic civics. Those fundamentals I think we have to continue to reinforce. And I had a little bit of trepidation that we were losing some of that. That's not the case. I think we're still reinforcing those basic fundamentals. We're just doing it with new methods, which leads to kind of the third piece is the development within the children of the type of social skills I think will benefit them in this century. That's the piece I think translates when we talk 21st century. It's not the brick and mortar, it's not the setup, but it's those social skills, those interpersonal skills, public speaking, the ability to work in a collaborative environment. I do think that instilling leadership skills, giving them opportunities where they have to take a leadership role within a small group or a larger organization, those things I think translate well to their development.
To me, 21st century learning skills are what's going to get our students ready for the future. They need to be able to use technology, but use it responsibly, and problem solving. As we're having to learn different ways of problem solving, so will our students. And they're also going to need to collaborate with others in that process, because it's no longer just you in the 21st century world. You're working with groups near you, you're working with people across the world, over the world. So we have to bring that to them now so that they're ready in the future.
You know the phrase, it takes a village to raise a child? I always think of this as our global village. We have to have certain transient strengths such as communication, written and verbal. You need to know how to relate to people who are different from you. And 21st century teaching and learning helps us expose our students to different ways just to communicate and get ideas across to people. It's a wonderful concept to be able to have a facility that encourages 21st century teaching and learning, because we're getting them ready for the jobs that they're going to have later, and we're getting them ready for what's coming down the road in the immediate future as well. Mm-hmm.
Collaboration is an essential key to everything that we do here at Hampton Primary School. Through the curriculum aspect of it, it's also essential for our planning and for our instruction. The teachers here, we collaborate together. We find strategies and interventions, because all of our students are different, and we have to find differentiated ways to help them learn, to assist them in the classroom, trying to really teach to the whole child and where they are and what their needs are. So we do a lot of collaboration on a daily basis.
It's a hands-on approach that's child-driven. Project-based learning gives children the opportunity to investigate and take a very active role in their learning. They drive the learning process more so than traditional curriculum.
To me, the 21st century style of learning is keeping up with what's going on in the world. We have to prepare our children to be ready when they leave this school and go to higher grades, to be in sync with what's being taught or what is really going on in the outside world, opening their minds.
It provides not only the teachers the opportunity for collaboration, but the students. We have the hub where everybody can come together. We have the beanbag chairs, the little caterpillar chairs. Laptops can go anywhere in the building. So there's a lot of collaboration among the students from the time they're 4 years old, you know, that can carry all the way through high school. So I think this design is the way to go. It's the way of the future.